recipe. This one is, it's another turmeric facial cleansing bar. Different recipe altogether. I'm still trying to come up with a good one. This one is going to be a small batch though. It's going to be enough, I think, to fill this mold. I'm going with a small batch because this mainly is just for myself, and I would just want to get a couple bars and test them out and see how I like this recipe. It's olive oil, palm oil, avocado oil, sunflower oil, hemp oil, some black cumin seed oil, and those are the oils that I'll be using. Of course, it's a goat milk recipe. Here's my goat milk. I just use the goat milk powder and rehydrate it in some warm water on the stove. Usually I freeze the goat milk and I add that to the lye water. This time what I'm going to do is just do a 1-to-1 lye to water ratio, and have the ice cubes be the water content, and then the other part of the water content I'll add the goat milk just into the oils, and it's only going to be, I think I'm only going to use a quarter of the second half of the water ratio, so there will be a quarter of the water discounted, if that makes any sense to you. So what is my of course it's the turmeric and amaranth is what I'll be using for the fragrance, which really isn't the fragrance. I'm using essential oils in hopes that they impart just a little bit of their natural benefits. But I will be using this olive oil that is infused in annatto seed. Can you see the annatto seeds? So this olive oil will lend, it will contribute to the golden color of the bar. And aside from the turmeric powder that I'll be using. I don't want to rely solely on the turmeric powder for the colorant. And actually in this recipe, I'm also using rose kaolin clay. That's also going to lend to the part of the pinkness of the color to this bar as well. So the color will be not orange or a golden orange. It's going to be more like a mauve color. Well, that's how the last batch came out. It was a mauve color, but of course it was solely colored by the turmeric powder and the rose kaolin clay. This time I'm adding this annatto infused olive oil. The olive oil content in this recipe is half of the oils. It's 50%. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is go off camera, measure out all of my ingredients, and then we'll come back and mix it all together. Hey guys, I'm back. So I've got all of my ingredients measured, and I'm ready to stick blend. So basically what I've done is I kind of got ahead of myself. I've got the lye solution here for this batch, and I've got over here the lye solution for this little batch, and then this batch is the last one that I'm going to do, and I've got the lye solution and fragrance oils over there. But this is the first batch. This is the small batch of the Turmeric Facial Cleansing Bar. And I just went ahead and put everything in here. All of the oils, the flaxseed gel, the kaolin clay, the essential oils, the turmeric powder, all of that. It's all in here. So I like I said, I got ahead of myself. So what I'm going to do is blend this oil mixture first. Get all the powders, the clays nice and incorporated, and then I'll add the lye water solution. I've already went ahead and checked the temperature. The lye water is at 82 and the oils are at 73. So they are within 10 degrees of each other, so I'm going to go ahead. This is actually the temperature that I like to soap at, room temperature. Okay, so this is at a little more than a light trace. Not quite medium, but, well, yeah, I guess it's at about a medium trace. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour straight into the mold. I've been doing some research on the kojic acid, and I had a request from a lady at work who has hyperpigmentation on under her eyes, and asked me about a soap or any recommendations that would help her maybe lighten up the hyperpigmentation under her eyes. And so I told her about the kojic acid turmeric bar, and she told me if I made it she would buy it. So just trying to keep my blending stick semi-clean. Okay, bring the mold. Let's see if it fits. All 6 of these. And I'm gonna get it. All right, the next one is this tiny little mixture. Now this one is fragranced with, gosh, I forget. Hold on a second, stand by. Clementine Balsam Fragrance Oil. Okay, so Clementine Balsam. It's very sweet scented. 75, 78, perfect. Now this one has been, the olive oil that I've used was infused with the Annatto seed as well as indigo powder, but my indigo powder is the green one. So I didn't feel like it was enough, so just to use the infused oil. So I went ahead and I put about a teaspoon of maybe a teaspoon and a half of the actual indigo powder in here, as well as some white kaolin clay. The flaxseed gel is in here. What else? Goat milk is in here. And then the clementine balsam fragrance oil is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that now. And I'm going to blend the oils first to get all of that mixed together, and then I'll add the lye solution. So the whole point of this is it's an experiment actually to see if I can come up with, you know, a natural way of coloring the soap, you know, of getting it to turn a beautiful green color. And I saw a woman on Facebook, can't remember the name of her channel, YouTube. And she used olive oil that was infused with Annatto and indigo powder. But the indigo powder that she used was blue. It was a beautiful indigo blue color. And naturally, blue and yellow turn green. And the end product was a really gorgeous green color, and it was natural. So I'm trying to mimic that, and it kind of looks greenish. We'll see, I guess, especially after we add the lye, because you know, the lye solution always reacts with the products in the oil and always turns it a different color immediately. Oh, darn it. I forgot to strain this yet again. Oh boy, that thickened up fast. Look at this. So, prior to, and off camera, but prior to filling these, I did spray them with 99% rubbing isopropyl alcohol. Okay, and last but not least, guys, 88 and 107, that's not ready. This one's not ready yet. The lye solution is got coffee in it, coffee and distilled water. And I kind of messed up on this one. I was gonna do two different colors, but I went ahead and added the cocoa powder, to about a tablespoon of cocoa powder, to the goat's milk. And I added it to the oil, the whole batch of oil, instead of pouring some out like a dodo bird. I added it to the entire batch. So everything is in here except for the essential oil. Oh, it's not essential oil. It's the fragrance oil, which is the coffee house fragrance oil from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Also, the flaxseed gel is in here, and I'm trying to think. I didn't put any kaolin clay. Oh, you know what I was gonna put? Some colloidal oats. And also what's gonna go in here is the coffee grounds. Okay guys, that's all I can do. It's setting up on me. This one is good, but the one with the titanium dioxide is a little thicker. Quite a bit thicker. Okay. Alright, we can go in with I think I'm going to just set this portion on top. This is going to be the body of the soap, and that's going to be the top of the soap. So let's get it. Every little drop needs to go into this mold. We paid for these ingredients, and they're quite expensive. Well, this is going to be super exfoliating because, if you remember, not only is there coffee grounds, but there's also colloidal oats and white kaolin clay. That's it. This is as good as it's gonna get. I don't know how to make a topper, guys. I really don't. But like I said, it's as good as it's gonna get. All right, I'm back. So this is the Turmeric Facial Cleansing Bar, and this one is that tester to see if I could get this to be colored green naturally. And this one is also very rustic. It's kind of green, but with an orange tint to it. It's murky. It's like swamp water. And this is the Turmeric Facial Cleansing Bar. Like this one is perfect. It kind of does look like pumpkin pie. It doesn't smell like pumpkin pie. This is my nephew Gabriel. Say hi.
Hi.
And he's come to get some soaps, and we had dinner together. So I am back later the next day. Today's Tuesday. Made the soaps early Tuesday morning. It was like 5-6 o'clock when I was finishing up. So the soaps are ready to be unmolded. My nephew was here earlier having dinner, and I gave him some soaps, and we unmolded quite a few of the small ones together. I let him take some of them home. But here is the coffee. Focus. One of the coffee soaps. Sorry, the camera doesn't want to focus. But this is that cute one that comes out of the mold. It says natural. It's got a little tree on it. This is a coffee soap. Super it smells really good. It just smells so good. My nephew was describing it as like a sweet coffee. And he's right, it does kind of have a sweetness to it. All right, so we went ahead and unmolded. I gave him the other one, the other tiny little tree coffee soap. But it is time to unmold this bad boy. It for the loaf. Had to do this one first since my nephew and I, Gabriel, he and I already unmolded some of the others. But there are still a few more to unmold, so I'll do that with y'all. Because after all, this is the best part. All right, guys, so look at the color. It's definitely a green, maybe a chartreuse. I don't know. It smells really good. It smells very nice. This is gonna be my test bar because it's so ugly. It was just the last little bit. But yeah, it's kind of a murky green. You can see some of the orangeness. There's like an orange hue to it. I don't know if the camera does any justice to the color, but it's definitely got an orangeness, an orange tint, and it's just not what I was expecting. But I think the orange, I used too much of that Annatto infused oil. Next time I'm definitely going to try it again because I did achieve a green color. But I'm going to tweak it a little bit and use less of the Annatto infused oil and more of the green, of the indigo powder. But do you see? Can you see that hue, that orange hue? Sorry, my camera is just not focusing very well. That sucks. But yeah, I love these molds. They're just so easy. They just pop right out. And that does smell delicious though, let me tell you. I forget the scent. It was a fruit, like an orange. All right, and here is my Turmeric Facial Cleansing Bar. So this one did not, even though I used the rose kaolin clay, I think because I used the Annatto infused olive oil, and it's such a lovely golden color, and along with the turmeric powder that I added, I think because of that, it's orange, like as it should be, but the last time I did not use Annatto infused olive oil, and the color was more of a mauve, which was a beautiful color. It really was. And I think I'm gonna continue doing that. I'm not gonna use the Annatto infused olive oil for this bar anymore, at least not for myself, because after all, these ones I made for myself. And yes, it does smell like turmeric, but it doesn't, the scent does not linger on your skin after you've washed it off. So it's not terrible, you know, it's doable. Anyway, thanks for popping in. I know I ramble a lot, but hopefully my videos will get better over time. I'm new to this, and hopefully my soaping gets better in time as well. Anyway, thanks for checking in, guys. Ciao.